Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Am I the Asshole? If you like hearing Reddit stories, it would really mean a lot to the channel if you could like or subscribe. Now let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for telling my wife her reaction to a waitress not taking a picture was OTT? I, 37 male, met my sister in commonly visited city a few weekends back. My wife, 37 female, came with me and my two kids, 8F and 6M. The restaurant was nice, and she asked the waitress to take all of us a picture, and she said, "That's not part of the job," and walked away. I offered to take the picture instead, but she wanted all of us to be in it, so whatever. When the bill came, she snatched that shit and made sure to put 0 tip over the picture. I would have tipped her cash, but my wife would told the waitress to give it back, and I didn't want to embarrass her like that. Anyways, when we were driving back to our hotel, I told her that I thought tipping 0 was a bit mean. I mean, me personally, I would have just taken the picture, but I guess in the job description, nowhere did it say take pictures for customers. I also said her reaction was a bit over the top. She said that if she didn't want to do stuff like that, working at a tourist city wasn't for her. Before I could say something back, she put in her AirPods and straight up ignored me. Am I the asshole? It'll probably get downvoted, but I decay as a former waitress, I would never be so rude. I mean, it's a hospitality job. It is her job to be hospitable. I would gladly take any pictures of groups. It's literally no skin off my back to do so, and is a good indicator people have enjoyed their time. Probably a good tip as well. I don't think asking for one picture is asking the waitress to be a personal photographer. I am very anti not tipping waitstaff, but I could see why this would warrant being stiffed and why your wife was upset. That rude of a response to a harmless request would probably tank the good mood of the dinner. If your wife normally is pro-tipping, and this isn't a regular thing, I do think you're the asshole for not having her back. Edited to add, haha. I can't believe this comment generated so many upvotes and responses. I've enjoyed reading over all the responses, especially seeing all the other former and current servers tapping in. Agree with you also as a former server. I am with your wife on this one, to be honest. It takes a person, 5 seconds to snap a photo, and thus probably get a nice tip. Instead, the waitress is a snot. She deserved to be stiffed. We are so auto-programmed to tip, no matter what that service and demeanor has gone out the window with some serving staff. I do not think you are the asshole, but neither do I think your wife is out of line. You're the asshole. I've never had a server refuse to take a photo. At most, they can say it'll be right back to do it, or things are really busy right now, but I can do it a little later, etc. Tips aren't mandatory, they're for good service. This server went out of their way to be rude. You're the asshole. Your wife didn't make a scene, didn't call out the server. All she did was decide not to tip due to poor service. That's not over the top. The server was unnecessarily rude about a pretty routine and simple customer request. Personally, I'd probably just have tipped less, but that's not the requirement. Am I the asshole for outing my friend that her baby voice isn't her normal voice? I have a friend that I'm really close to that has social anxiety, so she hasn't been out with my friends before. She finally decided to come with us, which was exciting, but she spoke completely differently. I don't know how to explain it, but she was talking in a baby voice, or many an anime voice. She just sounded not like herself at all. She sounded like 12 years old. When she went to the bathroom, my friends immediately asked me why she sounds like that. One of my friends said, "She sounds so young. What the fuck?" Another said, "No one sounds like that. She's clearly faking it for some reason." I admitted that yes, she was faking it, which was obvious, but I wasn't sure why she was talking like that. There were guys there that I'm friends with. Maybe she has a crush or just nervous, no idea. But after the hangout, I asked her why she was talking like that, and she played dumb. She said, "I was talking differently. Sometimes I act different around different people." I said it wasn't just that. She sounded young, way younger than she is. She said it was just something she was trying out and that she hopes no one noticed. I said, of course they noticed. I told them that wasn't your real voice. She got upset at this and said I shouldn't have told them that. I I told her, girl, everyone knows you're faking the voice. My saying it doesn't do anything. They all know. But she's mad at me. Am I the asshole? If it was so obvious that everyone knew she was faking it, there's really no place for you to retreat to without sounding disingenuous yourself. She said it was just something she was trying out and that she hopes no one noticed. What? Is she from the Elizabeth Holmes school of fake your voice and affectations and pretend that nobody knows when they clearly all knew right away? Not the asshole. You didn't out her. Her voice was so obviously not real that she outed herself. You just didn't lie for her, nor should you have. OP should invite her out again so everyone can use funny accents. Allo govna? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You didn't out her. You confirmed that it isn't her regular voice. Not only are you not the asshole, but you are a good friend to let her know that it was a failed experiment. Acting different around different people is a form of masking or mirroring often used by neurodivergent people. Sometimes people will develop entire personalities specifically for specific friends. Sounds like she was compensating for her anxiety by trying to act small, and you calling her out likely just threw fuel on the fire. I don't necessarily think that you're a jerk for not recognizing what was likely going on, but understand there is a psychological reason behind this type of behavior, and maybe try to be more understanding going forward. Edit. Just to be clear, I'm not diagnosing her friend with anything, nor do I think OP should have just ignored that she was talking like a cartoon child and just rolled with it. I was just trying to offer a little insight into possible reasons for this behavior. It's much easier to help someone when you understand where they're coming from. Can we have one post where a bunch of people don't try to diagnose a stranger with ASD? Neurotypical people can make public interactions awkward too. No assholes here. It's not like you outed her. Your other friends could tell the voice was fake. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.